Ladies and gentlemen, good day. You are all welcome to Level 300 2019-2020 academic sessions. As you are all aware that there are changes in teaching for our university courses, that is GSP, SCE, and EAP. Before we engage in physical teaching, but now we change it to virtual teaching. So our courses now change to online teaching. Our own is GSP 3201, which is philosophy and logic. Under philosophy and logic, we have 8 modules, 4 modules on the area of philosophy and 4 modules on the area of logic. Ours is Module 3, that is science and analysis of reality via branches of philosophy. So I will present some slides as part of our reading materials by Dr. Abubakara, who is the facilitator. The general overview of the module is that at the end of the module, the student will be able to appreciate the definition of philosophy, branches of philosophy, that is metaphysics, epistemology, and theology. Under metaphysics, we will be able to see cosmology, ontology, and the theology. While under epistemology, we will see the meaning and the major type of knowledge, sources of knowledge, and the analysis of knowledge. While under the last one, on theology, we will observe the meaning of values, the categories of values, that is moral and non-moral, intrinsic and extrinsic, objective and subjective, etc., etc. Science, philosophy, and analysis of reality. The search for meaning in life is primarily conducted by religion, science, and philosophy. While the religion often believe in the supreme of God, seek for earning through his sign and the creation, as well as prayers and the contemplations, by living a good life as a preparation for the hereafter. Science, on the other hand, mainly seek the knowledge of fact, their interpretation using what is called the objective of scientific method, such as observation, experimentation, description, etc., etc. Philosophy seeks for ultimate nature of the knowledge, effect, their significance, and the synthesis of this identified fact and the ideas in a total and comprehensive manner, taking both the results of the religion and the science and by reflecting upon the whole. The definition of philosophy. There is a great problem in the definition of philosophy, which has bedeviled many fields of human endeavor, also affect philosophy. As a result, there is no definition that emanates from what may be termed as general consensus. What accounts for this problem is partly the complexity of this field of study. The situation may even appear worse for the student when he comes to learn that philosophy embraces many other fields. Philosophy originated from Greek. The Greek has ascribed to it as a rather wide meaning, the love of wisdom. By this etymology, philosophy is a search for wisdom and knowledge, especially the type dealing with the ultimate reality or dealing with the most general cause and principles of things and the ideas of human perceptions and the knowledge of them. Before you define philosophy, you have to answer the following questions. What is reality? What is science? Then you can move to what is philosophy. When we use the word reality in philosophy, we are referring to the total of real things in the world that are objectively independent of human perceptions, which means the things and the phenomena which actually exist in real life situations, while science, on the other hand, is that body of knowledge which is used in the objective study of the material world and natural phenomena. Philosophy is a scientific discipline in which all facts and information from diverse other disciplines are integrated and synthesized to give a comprehensive perspective. It is an academic field of study which involves the art of making critical clarifications through analysis and reading between the lines in order to illuminate or cast light into the darkness of ignorance, so as to come up with rational answers to the questions of reality, knowledge, and values. Metaphysics, as a branch of philosophy, deals with fewer abstractions that are considered to be in existence but cannot be perceived by the human sense. For example, the soul, the mind, the spirit, and the God. Subdivision of metaphysics could be ontology, cosmology, theology, theodicy, etc. But only the first three, that is ontology, cosmology, and theology, will be considered now. Ontology is the study of being, the nature of man, his psyche, and predisposition. Ontology simply deals with the creator and his creation. Cosmology, which is the second one, is the science of material universe, which studies the nature of the cosmos and their past causes. In this module, we shall philosophically view it from the angle of their source of control using reason and theology. The last one, which is theology, is an offshoot of ontology. Though standing independently on its own, theology studies religions as they relate with the divine. We shall consider how the creation connects with the creator through both polytheistic and monotheistic religion. Metaphysics, in summary, is a branch of philosophy that deals with the study of the essence of being, the study of ultimate reality. Its scope embraces cosmology, ontology, teleology, the nature of man, his soul, the extent of his freedom of action, and the notion of God. In pursuit of an answer to the nature of being, various philosophies made their contributions, such as Thales and Anaximander. The origin and the composition of everything like moisture. But all the scholars rejected these views, offered that the universe was composed of a primary element called Axiology. Epistemology, which is the second branch of philosophy, comes also from a Greek word, episteme plus logos, study of the nature of knowledge. From the etymology, we shall discuss the major kind of knowledge and also analyze the concept from knowledge. What is the real knowledge? How the knowledge acquired, etc., etc. The kind of knowledge, a priori, that is before or without experience, and we have posterior knowledge, which is after and or with experience. We have 6 sources of knowledge, which include reason, as in logic, that is in mathematics. We have revelation, which is another source of knowledge, that is from our scriptures, Quran, Bible, and the Torah. We have intonation, which is an insight, Example, the knowledge of a young or newborn baby to cry or to take breath. We have another source which is empirical, that is use sensory to acquire knowledge. Then the fifth one is authority under the control of specialists or the guidance of specialists to get knowledge. Then the last one is acquaintance, when interacting with your classmate or coursemate. In summary, epistemology deals with the theory of knowledge. From an ancient time, the theory of knowledge has been a matter of serious contention among philosophers. The sophists were identified with skepticism that knowing anything for certain was impossible. They soon became unpopular. Three traditional theories of true existence, and of all, the corresponding theory appeared most reliable. Plato's idea of knowledge acquisition assumes the pre-existence of the soul in the world of ideas. The two other schools of thought are also identified with this theory of knowledge acquisition, that is, the rationalist and the empiricist. The rationalists believe in reason as a major source of true knowledge, while the empirists rely on sense. The third category of philosophy or branch of philosophy is anthology. Anthio, that is value or was, plus logos, which means study. So when you add the two, it means the study of the nature of values or preference. When we talk about the values, we primarily refer to those objects which we cherish, appreciate, want, desire, or need. The realm of values, we have to define ethics. There are basically two dimensions of ethics: normative and applied ethics. Applied ethics deals with issues directly related to people's life. Example, how should we live and die? How should we relate with others? While normative ethics deals with the moral standard as to what actions are right and which are wrong. What things should one value? Is life worth living? A typical example of normative ethics lies in the holy text, especially the three monotheistic religions, that is, the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran. Written and unwritten constitutions, ground rules in meetings, seminars, workshops, and lectures are all ethics. Ethics is the branch of philosophy that deals with the moral aspect of man, how man ought to behave. It is called moral philosophy. Ethics is relative in time and in space. That certain conduct previously condemned as unethical in the society may become acceptable by a particular generation. Realm of values. Aesthetics. This second area of ontology deals with feelings, creativity, and the appreciation of arts and creation, the beauty of things. Example, the music, artistry, landscape, man as an aesthetic being, the beauty and perfection of the heaven and the skies. This receptive side, that is recognition and appreciation of creativeness, is sometimes referred to as aesthetic delight. The categories of values. We have moral and non-moral values. When we say moral values, we are dealing with the interpersonal issues between humans, while non-moral values, interpersonal issues that concern you alone. Under it, we have intrinsic and extrinsic values. What we mean by intrinsic values is appreciating things or people solely for their own sake, while extrinsic, appreciating people or things for what they can help us to achieve. the other side, that is subjective and objective values. When we talk on subjective, we refer to personal point of view we place on people, things, and activities. Example, we have love and belief. While objectives, generally accepted values backed up by reason. Example, we have money and water. Thank you for listening. Until we meet in our virtual interactions, scheduled in our GSP 3201 Philosophy and Logic timetable, which was pasted in all our notice board at SCE. Thank you.